Yeah, Mobil's working in the area, and so is Exxon. We have to beat them to it, I know it. Listen, man, I'm sorry, but I really haven't had time to compile that data yet. Look, I gotta go. I'll get right on it, and I'll call you back in a couple of hours, okay? Thanks. Yeah. Who's there?
Courtesy, you open up, it's important.
Thanks. What's going on? Is it raining?
No, listen, I want you to listen to something.
You came all the way over here to listen to my radio, Eden? Maybe I should take up a collection so poor little Eden Capital can have her own radio.
A dive is scheduled next week to bring up the safe from the Amanda Lockridge, supposedly containing valuables and certain art treasures. National television coverage will be given to the opening of the safe. We'll bring you sports and weather following these messages.
You see that? You see that time is running out. I thought that we had maybe a week or two or something like that, but we have days of hours.
Wait a minute. Why don't you start off by telling me what you're talking about? Then I can answer you, and before you know it, we'll be having a conversation.
Did you listen to that? Lionel is planning on bringing up that safe. I'm here because I want you to teach me how to dive. I brought everything I need with me. Don't worry.
Oh, yeah? Where is it? You need equipment. You need all kinds of stuff to dive. You need fins, a mask, a tank. You have to be able to breathe underwater, you know?
I expect you to provide all that with the lessons. I just brought the bare essentials.
Never felt like this about anyone in my life before. Do you believe me?
Yes.
You won't be sorry, Santana. I'm going to be the best lover you ever had. Much better than Channing ever was.
What? What did you just say?
I said I'm going to be a better lover to you than Channing ever dreamed of being.
Mason, why did you say something like that?
Don't talk anymore, Santana. I told you I was going to make you forget Channing completely, and I will. I'm going to push him right out of your mind.
Mason, please wait.
Don't you think it's time we started being honest with each other, Santana?
The phone.
Let it ring. Don't answer it.
Get the phone?
I'll take care of it.
Come on, I want to get it.
Got it. There. Now we won't have any more interruptions. Hello? Hello?
Hello? Damn. I know, operator, but would you please try that number again? It rings and rings, and I'm sure that there's someone there. All right, thank you. Well, could you find out if the phone is out of order? Very well, thank you.
Mason, please go.
I want to know how I compare to Channing as a lover. What I have to do to make you forget him.
You have no right to assume that I ever slept with Channing.
It's not an assumption, it's a certainty. I know you two were lovers. The only thing I don't know is how long the affair went on. Was it brief or prolonged? Did you love him, or were you just amusing yourself? Or worse, only amusing him?
You have a filthy mouth.
Are you denying that you had an affair with my brother?
Listen, I don't have to answer any of your questions. I don't have to account to you or to anybody else. Let me tell you something. It's nobody's business who I've been with.
You don't have to answer me. I already know. I know everything about you and Channing. For example, I know that Channing was the father of your child. Brandon DeMott is a product of your indiscretions with Channing. Are you surprised? Well, so was I when I put it all together. Surprised at the whole sordid story.
Warren, what are you doing here?
Well, I came to drive you crazy.
Oh, you do that well.
No, listen, I've got some free time this afternoon, so why don't you come spend this lazy day with me?
Well, it's not a lazy day for me. It's very active, and I have 2 more hours of work.
Come on. Play hooky. I mean, do something impulsive for once.
I do things impulsive sometimes, and usually I end up regretting them.
Well, you won't regret this one, that's a promise.
Warren, I am a working woman. Now get out of my way so I can get back to work.
Summer.
I don't have time for games right now.
You know what's going to happen to you if all you do is work?
You bet. I will be promoted. I will become very successful, and I will lead a very happy life.
Wrong. You'll get duller and duller and duller, and you'll have no life of your own. You'll have to spend your life vicariously living through all these paintings out here. How does that sound?
That doesn't sound like such a terrible fate to me. I like these paintings, and you're driving me crazy.
Why? Is it because I'm so carefree?
What has gotten into you?
I don't know. Things are looking very up for me. I'm happy, I'm optimistic, and I'm feeling very playful. Please, make them let you come out and play with me.
Warren, when I'm through with my work, I will consider it. But don't count.
I wish I knew how you could resist me.
It's easy. You're too brash.
Well, I've never had a complaint before.
Perhaps it's time for a fresh approach.
Like what? Come on, advise me.
Okay. You see this painting over here?
Yeah.
This is what is lacking in your approach, my friend.
What, do you think I should buy a rowboat?
No, I am talking about romance.
Romance. Romance?
You don't know what I'm talking about.
Sure I do. Sure I do. You're talking about romance. Okay. Okay, good. It's romance she wants. It's romance she'll get.
What if he doesn't come at all?
That'd be great. Dream come true.
I'd never get up the courage again.
Listen, you just relax. He said he'll show up. I'm sure he will. What's he do for a living?
Don't you remember? He sells real estate.
Oh, yeah. Forgot. Little vine-covered cottages for other people to live in.
Yeah.
Where does he live?
He has a condo in Marin.
A real swinger.
Take it easy.
Sorry. Suppose he wants the kid and offers to marry you. What will you do then?
I don't know. Please, let's just take this as it comes. I don't want to make any plans, okay? Well, there he is. Here we go. Fasten your seatbelts. Brick Wallace, this is Jeff Barber.
Oh, glad to meet you. I didn't know you were bringing company, Amy, but yeah, it's good to see you.
You too. Why don't you sit down?
Sure. Waiter, Scotch rocks, huh? You're looking good, Amy.
Thank you.
I have to say, I didn't think I'd ever hear from you again.
No.
Yeah?
You didn't.
Hey, what do you think of that?
Think of what?
That right there.
I don't know what you... It's a beautiful key ring. Is it expensive?
Don't you know a Porsche key when you see one?
Oh.
You got to know my old Thunderbird well enough.
Yeah.
Traded her in. I finally got the car of my dreams. Oh, took delivery of her just last week. What a sweetheart.
Well, imagine that. A Porsche.
Yeah. Yeah, things have been turning around for me since you left. Fact is, I made Salesman of the Month in November.
I didn't know. It didn't make headlines in Santa Barbara.
Huh? Oh. Yeah, I get it. That's Amy, huh? Always tells it straight, right?
I'm sorry, I was dozing off.
So, sweetheart, how's it been with you? How come you decided to make this trip up to Frisco all of a sudden?
Well, I had to come up anyway, and I thought it would be nice to say hello. Things have been going pretty well for me, too. I love living down there, and my father died recently. I suppose you heard about the earthquake.
Yeah, that was tough. I'm sorry about your dad.
Thank you. Aside from that, things have just been fine.
Well, that's good. I guess we both been better off since we split, huh? Hey, some people are just better off being single, and I think that's true for us. There's plenty of women out there for me, and guys for you, so I'd be happy spending the rest of my life just playing the field. How about you?
Up to a point, I think it's nice to have your freedom, but...
Just really happy for you, Amy, that you got yourself a new boyfriend. Huh? He looks like an all right guy. Not that he couldn't stand to smile a little bit more.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Oh, I kind of got the feeling on the phone that maybe you wanted to talk to me about getting your old job back. Is that what's really going on here?
No, actually, I have a job. Thank you, but it's full of responsibility, and I'm learning to deal with it. Isn't that what maturing is all about, Jeffrey? Learning to accept responsibility and coping with it.
Damn right. If you can't duck it, deal with it. That's been the Barber family motto for generations. Say, were you trying to get at something in particular here, Amy?
Yeah. You always used to say that I was such a kid. You often wondered if I would ever grow up. Well, I think I started to. I thought it was really important that I came to San Francisco to talk to you. We never used to talk much in the old days.
Hey, look, now, I'm starting to get some vibes here that I just don't quite know what to do with. Now, if you got something you want to say to me, baby, just spit it out, huh?
I was gonna...
She doesn't have anything to say. You know old Amy. Likes to hear herself talk a lot. Like all dames do, right, Guy?
Yeah, right on.
Listen, I think mainly she just wanted you to know that there are no hard feelings between her and you.
Is that all, babe?
What are you doing? The whole reason that we came up here was
to have a drink and to talk about how our lives have been going up to now. And you wanted me to meet old Jeff here.
That's right. So, you want to tell me the color of this car, or am I supposed to guess just by the key?
So, just what is it you want me to teach you?
I want you to teach me how to dive.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
You're just going to get yourself in trouble. I know the way you operate. You're always going in where you shouldn't get involved, and the worst thing about it is then I end up getting in trouble.
Look, I don't need a lecture, okay? Lionel Lockridge is out to ruin my family. I want to get down to that boat, to whatever it is, before he does.
Since when is it your responsibility to look out for the family honor?
Oh, maybe I just feel like it this week.
Look, I know where that boat is situated. It's very dangerous water.
I'm not afraid of the danger.
Well, wise up and get afraid, okay? Even if I had time to teach you the basics, which I don't, you'd never be ready for a dive as difficult as that.
Cruz, the reason that I came to you instead of any other instructor was because you're the best.
Yeah. You certainly know how to say the right thing, don't you? I am the best. Maybe I just don't want the responsibility.
I'm not asking you to take the responsibility. Look, if you want, I'll sign papers absolving you of any responsibility. Is that what you want?
I must be losing my mind.
Where do you keep the equipment?
Look, just keep your nose out of my stuff. I got everything you need right back here.
Does this mean you're going to teach me?
Well, I don't think I have any choice, do I, if I don't want you to kill yourself? And put this on. The water can get very cold this time of year.
Well, not nearly as cold as you can be sometimes, huh, Cruz?
No, not just dislike. Not just your garden variety sibling rivalry. I hated Channing. I loathed him.
You can't mean that.
Oh, yes, I can. Channing, the beloved brother, the man everyone suddenly thinks I killed. I was glad when he was dead. If there'd been any music, I would have danced on his grave. Oh, how it all fits together now. Dad didn't arrange the adoption just for your benefit, but for Channing's as well. It was always like that. A perfect son makes a mistake, and Daddy's there to clean up after. You're not going anywhere.
Mason, please!
When Channing was killed, the main thing I felt was relief that he was gone. Relief that I didn't have to compete with him anymore. I felt like I was set free. You're not going to take that feeling away from me, Santana. I want you to tell me that you never really loved Channing. That it was a fling. It happened, and then it was over with.
Look, maybe it was an infatuation, okay? Maybe it was just maybe I deceived myself. I don't know. Look, what I feel for you is completely different.
What do you feel? Tell me. Describe it.
I understand you, Mason. I empathize with you. I have compassion for you. Admiration.
Love.
Yeah, that too. Love as a friend. I respect and care about you, Mason.
No, that's not the kind of love I want. What is it? Is it Channing? Is that why you can't really love me? Answer me!
Well, it's been real nice meeting you, old boy.
Hey, I like this guy, Amy. I think you did all right.
See you later.
Yeah. Hey, it's been a real ball seeing you guys, huh? The next time you're up here in the big city, give me a shout. We'll get together and really party. Hey, next time, check's on me. No arguments. Babe, you look like $1 million. You really do.
Thank you.
Ciao.
I knew he was going to say ciao. Somehow, I just knew it.
Look, we might as well finish our drinks since we're buying it.
How did I fall for that guy? Was I out of my mind?
I could have hit him about a dozen times.
Why did you stop me from telling him about the baby?
Because I've known guys like that, Amy, and all they do is care about themselves. Look, I could see him getting antsy when he thought you had something even remotely serious to talk about. Honey, if you wanted to tell him, the guy would have just left, okay? Or ask for documented proof that it was his baby. I guess I just didn't want to see you get hurt anymore. I'm tired.
All right, Rick. Mr. Know all the answers. What would you have done if someone came to you, a woman that you cared for supposedly, and told you that she was going to have your baby?
I'm Divino. I don't know, marry her probably. Maybe not. Look, it depends on a lot of things. The kind of girl she is, kind of relationship we had before. All sorts of variables.
Well, let's say it's the same situation. Me, in my condition. What would you do if I refused to marry you?
Look, I just think that's a little too hypothetical to deal with. It can't be answered, honey. You just have to deal with it as the need arises.
I guess I don't need a hypothetical situation, do we? We have one of our very own. What am I supposed to do now? Fly home as fast as my little clipped wings will take me.
Stop being so pathetic, okay? I think you got off lucky, if you ask me. Look, and as far as my flying back with you tonight, I said just forget it.
Why?
Well, when I made the reservations, they said that all the flights back were booked. So I have to take a flight back in the morning. But I can see you off.
No, you won't.
Why not?
Because I left my return flight open, too. I didn't know what time I wanted to go back, either.
Terrific. I guess we're up one of those creeks without a paddle they talk so much about, huh, babe?
No. I'm not exactly loaded with cash. I expect this to be a quick one-day trip, not a holiday in San Francisco.
Well, we gotta find a motel tonight. I'm not too flush myself. How much have you got?
I don't know. I've got, I think about, $35 and change.
Oh, hey, we're not in such bad shape. I got $40. That gives us, what, 75?
Yeah.
Gotta find a decent room for that, huh?
Will there be anything else, sir?
No, just the check. Thank you. Next time, find an ex-boyfriend who picks up tabs.
I'm only attracted to men that run out of their obligations, haven't you noticed?
Hey, I'm still here, aren't I?
Yeah.
The check comes to $30.
Oh, there goes all their money.
Well, not entirely. They say we've got a little less than $45 left. Listen, I'm really going to hate to welch on the tip.
Don't do that. It just means, I guess, that we'll have to share a hotel room. I hope we don't snore.
Maybe a room in a dump. $45 doesn't get you a presidential suite anymore, you know what I mean? Listen, I'm afraid we're going to have to do a lot of walking if we're going to find a room that we can afford and still stand asleep in.
Okay.
All right, so let's see here, 35. Okay, we better get started before it gets dark.
All right. What a perfect end to an absolutely perfect day.
Yeah, you and me in a flea-bag motel, kid.
Oh, I'm charmed.
Daddy, why haven't you taken any kind of legal move against Mason? You know what he did. I mean, does the fact that he's your son put him above the law?
No, of course not. I'm dealing with all of it. That Mason could kill his brother. Kelly, why do you think it happened?
I don't know.
Well, you grew up with them. You knew the competition between them. There was something more. There had to be something else. I can't believe that there wasn't something else. If you think you can tell me, please, I want to hear it.
Daddy, you always favored Channing over Mason, and he hated that. I think there are a lot of other reasons.
You mean it was my fault? That I created that tension between them? I didn't realize that I was doing it. But I'll tell you, Kelly, I'm afraid of Mason's temper. He can become violent with anyone that crosses him. It seems that he has to have everything his way right now. Santana, I'm worried about her. Excuse me, I've tried to call her all afternoon, and I haven't been able to get through.
Yeah.
I cannot understand where she could be all this time.
Mason, listen to me. You are not inferior to anyone, certainly not to Channing. Don't you realize that you're twice the man that he ever was?
Yes, I realize that. But people are under the impression that he's some sort of model son, the ideal that we all had to appeal to. But I knew he was a scheming, manipulative user. Do you wonder that I hated him?
Mason, you have to forget about Channing now. He's dead. He's out of both of our lives. How could you feel anything less of a success than he was? You're brilliant. Look, you are the youngest assistant district attorney that there ever was. Try to concentrate on all the things that you've achieved.
I haven't achieved happiness. I haven't found love. You don't really love me, not the way I want you to.
Mason, I can't. At least right now I can't. Look, I'm very upset and I'm very confused today. You can understand that, can't you? You've always been so sweet and understanding, Mason.
Santana, any woman can be forgiven for falling for Channing's lines. He didn't know how to seduce girls. He had every girl he ever went after. He used to brag about it all the time.
I don't believe that.
Santana, he used to keep a count, and he'd brag about it. Oh, you must have been easy prey for him. You were so young and naive. It must have been easy for him to take advantage of you. Santana, I've got it. I've got the answer to all our problems.
What kind of an answer?
Marry me.
What?
Let's get married. Tonight. Say yes, Santana. You'll never regret it. Just say yes.
I don't like it a bit. She couldn't have been gone all day. I think I've got to stop over there and see whether everything is all right.
Daddy, what do you think could be wrong? I mean, what is it you're worrying so much about?
I just told you, Kelly. I'm worried about what Mason might do. Haven't you been listening to anything I've said?
Oh, I'm sorry. I have a headache.
Well, take some aspirin for it.
Yeah.
I always knew that he had a wild streak, but this violence is something I've never seen before. It's dangerous, Kelly.
I think I should be going home, Dad.
Honey, what's the matter?
I have a headache. I told you. I don't feel well. I think I better lie down.
Well, why don't you just lie down here? Why go home?
Because I'd feel more comfortable at home.
Oh, nonsense. In that tiny apartment? I don't know why you're living there anyway. Why do you refuse to come back here where you would have every luxury?
Except independence. Honey,
I don't want you driving when you feel this way. Now, just stay here and lie on the couch for a while and take some aspirin. I'll get Rosa to help you.
Yeah, okay, I will. For a little while. You going out, Daddy?
Yes, I'm going to go over and see if Santana is all right.
Well, Dad, why don't you just call one more time? I mean, maybe she's home. It'd be silly to go out there for nothing.
You're right. One more time won't hurt. Okay. You know, I want you to take better care of yourself, young lady. Those headaches you got worry me.
Dad, everybody has headaches. It'll go away.
I still want you to make an appointment with Dr. Michaels. Now I'm getting a recording telling me that the phone is out of order. I don't like this one bit. Kelly Mason was there. I'm going over there.
Is there anything you want me to do, Dad?
Just stay here and rest, all right? And take something for that headache, okay?
Yeah, I will.
All right. I'll see you after.
Good night.
Excuse me. Have you got any rooms? We've been halfway across San Francisco. It doesn't seem like there's a room available at all. We got like something like 5 conventions going on at once.
Big convention town, San Francisco. We don't have any rooms neither.
You're kidding. I mean, look, you don't understand. You see, my wife's pregnant. We're really desperate. We'll take anything at all.
Well, I do have one small single, but even that's reserved. However, if you want to, you can hang around till midnight, see if the guy shows up to claim it.
Midnight? Ma'am, it's 7 o'clock.
Sorry, that's the best I can do.
No, you see, you don't understand. My wife's pregnant, and, listen, I can't have her waiting around in a lobby in that condition.
Your wife, huh?
Yeah.
Well, let me take a look at her. My Lord, dearie, you really are pregnant, aren't you?
Yes, I really am.
Well, we can't have her walking the streets in that condition.
No, listen, I hope you'd really be able to help us, you know?
Tell you what, you take that room and I will handle Mr. Porter himself. Myself.
Thank you.
Now, fill out that card.
Okay.
And I think I'll draw you a map to the nearest emergency receiving station. You're going to need it, I have a feeling.
I need time to think about all of this.
Well, you haven't got any more time. I want an answer now.
Then the answer is no. I can't marry you, Mason. I can't.
Why not?
Because I don't love you that much, Mason. I can't marry you. I could never marry you. I'm sorry. You forced me to say this.
And you forced me to say something as well. You will marry me, Santana. You'll come to love me in time, if you don't love me now. But with or without, we're going to get married.
We are not. You can't bully me into marrying you, Mason.
I think I can. By telling you that if you don't do as I ask, I'll tell Gina and Brandon everything. The whole truth. I'll destroy that boy's life if you don't do exactly as I say. I think you love him too much for that.
Why? Why?
Because I want you. And I mean to have you, no matter what it takes. You'll come to love me in time. You better rethink that. Because I mean what I say, Santana. You destroy my happiness, and I'll see to it that I destroy Gina and Brandon's as well.
What the hell's going on here? What have you been doing to her?
Well, it was kind of cold out there, but
You out of your mind? It was freezing.
No, well, how did I do? I mean, really, honestly.
You're all right. You're all right.
I was great. I thought I was wonderful. I was so much fun. Oh, I don't care.
You were okay. Okay. Actually, for a first lesson, it was kind of impressive.
Well, I think we should celebrate. What do you have?
Well, I don't have any cold confetti, if that's what you're looking for.
Dutch was beer and frozen food. What do you say we send out for food?
Like what?
How about Mexican food?
Oh, a joke. I get it. Look, you got your lesson, and I got work to do. Maybe I ought to go on home now. Besides, then you can have champagne and filet mignon like you have every night.
How'd you get to be such a big drag?
Really, I got a report. I'm late on it. I probably shouldn't have done this in the first place.
But you don't kick back and relax much anymore, huh? Gotten rigid and boring?
You didn't always think so.
You didn't always used to be that way.
I can remember when you thought I was pretty hot stuff.
It's because you were. I certainly don't think that now. In fact, I don't know. I don't think maybe I really don't want to see you anymore after all this.
Oh, that's your privilege, Eden. One of many.
Maybe after you teach me diving, maybe I just won't see you anymore at all.
Wow. What'll I do with my life?
In your case, I can't think of anything.
Eden,
What?
don't go out trying to dive before you're ready.
And when will that be?
When I say you are, and believe me, you're nowhere near it right now.
Is that advice from the course?
Yeah, it is. If you're smart, you'll take it. It's good advice. It's dangerous out there.
Well, I assume I'll get your bill for the first lesson.
You bet. Eden?
I'll mail you your wetsuit when it's dry.
Last call. Museum's closing. Folks, you'll have to go.
Top of the evening, mademoiselle. Parlez-vous a picnic with me, Fräulein?
Wow, look at you.
Moi?
Yes, you. This is terrific. How did you get in here, and why didn't the guard throw you out?
Aha! He forgot to check the bathroom.
Smart guy.
You better believe it. So, would you care to join me?
I don't believe this. Gosh.
Voila. We have pâté. We have brie. We have brioche. We have a small tape recorder pour la musique. We have an extremely rare bottle of Chateau Rateau 1943, mise en bouteille right here in this very town, conveniently swiped from Dad's wine cellar. As soon as I pop the cork, you can smell the heady boutique for yourself.
This is absolutely insane.
No, this is romance. I even got a small jar of red ants to make the setting perfect. So, if you would, if I can get this out of here, grab your parasol and join me.
Good evening, Dad. Come on in. You're just in time.
In time for what, I would like to know? Santana, you realize that your phone has been out of order?
Yes.
I've been trying to reach you all afternoon. What do you mean, in time for what?
In time to help us settle a few things.
I don't have anything to say to you. Santana, are you all right?
Dad, I want you to confirm something that I've been telling Santana. I want you to tell her that Channing was delighted with the idea of putting Brandon up for adoption, that he didn't want that baby any more than you did. Admit that to her.
I'll admit nothing of the kind.
You talked Channing into everything, didn't you, Dad? But Channing didn't put up too much of a fight because he wanted to avoid responsibility as long as he could, and he wasn't above using you to relieve him of it.
I don't want to hear Channing's name out of your mouth. Shut up!
Santana, Channing never loved you, if that's what you were led to believe. You were a summer flirtation for him, nothing more.
You're wrong. You are dead wrong, Mason. You just want to hurt me because the same way you've been hurt. I love Channing. We loved each other.
Channing never loved you. You were just a cute little plaything trying to work her way up through the Capwell household, or trying her damnedest to.
I hate you.
Why? Because I'm finally telling you the truth. Santana, don't you realize you could never have been more than a roll in the hay for Channing? Look at it from Channing's point of view. What could you possibly have to offer a man like that?
Ow!
Mason, stop it! Stop!
Don't hurt him!
Look at her! Because it's the last time you're going to see her for a long time. She's mine now. Not yours, not Channing's, but mine.
I'm not! I'm not!
Did you tell her that you killed your brother? That you murdered Channing in a fit of jealousy just like the one you're having right now? Look at him, Santana. He's violent. He's out of control.
I never killed anyone in my life. I told Santana the truth. I hated Channing, but I didn't kill him.
As irrational as you are, you're easily capable of murder. Look how you attacked your own father.
A man whose own father pulled a gun on him.
You're despicable. Peter knows. Peter saw you and he knows you're guilty and he's going to testify against you.
Peter lied.
Peter told the truth.
Peter lied. You're just trying to cover up for taking Santana's baby away from her, that's all.
What you've done is 10,000 times worse.
What a tragedy.
How could it have happened?
What are we going to tell the children?
Oh, it's just awful. Just awful.
Tragedy.
Where's Mommy?
She's gone away. On a long, long trip.
What is wrong with me?
Well, here it is. The bathroom's over there.
Oh, great. There aren't any towels in there.
No towels?
No.
Oh. Whatever can that maid be thinking of? You can't get any decent help these days. Well, there's a nice view from the window. If you lean out, you can see Market Street.
I don't have any plans to lean out of an 8-story window, thank you.
You don't have room service, do you?
What do you mean? We service these rooms every day.
No, I meant to get something to eat or drink.
Oh, that. Well, there's a nice little cafe down the block. Doesn't look like much, but the food's good.
Well,
I hope you'll both be very comfortable here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for everything.
It's so sweet, you being in the family way and all. My poor husband, God rest his soul, is dead.
Oh.
We never had any children. I always wanted one. Well, what are you hoping for, a boy or girl?
I'll be happy whatever it is.
That's the right attitude to take.
Well, thanks a lot. I really appreciate it.
Oh, think nothing of it.
Okay.
Listen, when a pregnant woman comes to see me, you're not going to hear me say, there's no room at the inn. Well, you two get some sleep now.
Thanks very much.
Bye.
Welcome. Good night.
I think I had to get birth right now. I hope it's easier to carry a baby than it is to carry a purse.
What are you going to name it?
I don't know. I will get a book. We'll find out what to name your purse after it's born.
Okay. Oh, boy. It's a single room.
Yeah.
If it was any smaller.
What's the matter?
Well, haven't you noticed? We're sitting on the only bed in the room.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anywho, I guess I'll sock out on the floor.
Oh, yeah. Well, we could flip for it.
No, it's okay. Do you want me to hop out and get something to eat? I got about, I don't know, $8 left or something.
No. I think we better save it for a fare to the airport in the morning.
Oh.
So, well, I guess we should just get some sleep, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm exhausted, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'll get the blanket.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
I got it. Thank you.
All right. Rick?
Huh?
I'm sorry I got you messed up in all this.
You didn't do it. I did it myself. Anyway, I kind of had some fun. Maybe not you, but...
Oh, no, I'm fine. Well, but you've been really very wonderful. Thank you.
Next time you get pregnant, you know who to call.
Ha
Yeah.
Oh. So, how do you like my nightgown?
Real sexy.
Yeah.
I think I'll just lie down.
Thanks a lot.
Okay.
There you are.
What's that?
So I finally tracked you down.
Why don't you just leave me alone?
You had no right running away from me.
You had no business following me. Now get out of here!
You think this is gonna go on all night or what?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Listen, next time that I want to leave town or anything,
Get a grip on yourself.
tie me up or arrest me or something, okay, please?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I sure will. I mean, I'm not going to feel sorry for you. I mean,
Why?
you got the bed.
Stop it! Stop it, both of you! Get out of here. Mason, just get out of here right now! Go!
Why me? Tell him to go.
Damn it, Mason, go!
Mason, you heard her.
Santana, have you forgotten what I said? If you refuse to marry me...
Mason, don't you threaten me right now. Just get out of here!
All right? Fine, you have it your way. Just remember, you brought it on yourself.
Santana, what did he mean? What did he threaten you with?
He said if I didn't marry him, that he would tell Gina and Brandon that I was his real mother.